Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Set.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Young.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down. Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3 and out. And for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
What we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his man. Complete. It's Allen. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
Here's Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. It's a room to maneuver. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Come on, set.
And they'll go right back to Evans.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's Young. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6.
They go play action. Young.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Young on 1st down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Evans running behind center.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground. Evans again.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Young will set to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
2nd down and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here we go. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go. Set.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Cut.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Cut.
Young off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Okay, ready?
Now third down and very long. Now Young. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10.
Alert!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Young slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You have a horoscope on this, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Cool knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At their own 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 33, here's second down and a yard.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll run on first down with Evans. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, a run with Evans. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Allen to throw it. Dances by him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Alert! What's that?
Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 114 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Right back to him on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Regular. Look out.
From the gun, it's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Okay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Out route looking for McClure, and he's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A give running right is Evans. Down to about the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Ready?
Here's Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Young now. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw on second down is Young. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hey, tight. What's that?
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
What's that?
Allen will try again on second down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, hold. What's that?
Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fighting his way through contact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
What's that?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Second down and 8. Allen running the option to the left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A 49-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Young. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Young looks to throw on 1st down.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready. Let's go. Charge.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Evans running straight ahead.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Young to throw.
Completes it to the fullback, Hale.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Now Young.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A give up the middle to Evans.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Running right, this is Evans.
Evans, fast footwork. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Young.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Young to throw. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Cowboys, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, well,